Previously on Explorations.
I got this handy dandy motorbike, you see, and I want to go for a ride. And it's been raining a lot in Vancouver this summer, which sucks. You know where it hasn't been raining a lot? California. Okay guys, so in the background there is a lovely bridge I just crossed that marks the end of Washington. We are on this lovely bit of tarmac here, which is the 101. And so, yeah, we're gonna get on it. We're gonna go for a ride. Well guys, the campsite was full. Sometimes you don't get everything you want. Sometimes the thing you do get is exactly what you wanted. Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I, of course, your humble servant, here hanging out in Tillamook. Beautiful blue sky, day 2 of my trip. Obviously, you may notice I'm not camping. In fact, I'm not even glamping. I stayed in a hotel last night. And I did that because of multiple reasons. One, I was a big dummy and I didn't book ahead, so the campsites were all booked up on the Thursday, which I didn't expect, but we've solved it. And 2, again, my electrical issue with my lovely motorcycle. Why is it always electrical issues with my bikes, by the way? Just every bike I have is electrical issues. I don't know. It's because it's the one thing I don't know how to fix, I think. But anyway, so electrical issue meant I couldn't charge anything. And you know what charges things really well? A hotel. So I charged everything up, including this lovely camera you see right now. And so I'm gonna get back on the road. It's a blue sky, which in theory means that I'm not gonna get rained on, but it's also calling for rain, so I might get rained on. There's some cool stuff I wanna do that really needs to not rain for me to do it. So hopefully, hopefully I did it. We're right now in Tillamook, and the goal for the end of the day today is Port Newport? That doesn't make sense. But I've booked a campsite this time, so I will be camping because this campsite has electrical, so that's good. So I can actually camp and not screw this up and charge all my stuff. So join me for the ride. Let's do it. Let's get me underway. I need a coffee. I don't know if it's this area or what, but for some reason there's so many of these little like coffee shops that are just a shack. And that's amazing. Like, oh wow, look at that. That's really cool too. I have arrived. Yeah, so I don't know, I just love that there's these little shacks of coffee stands. I mean, it's not as helpful. Ooh, here we go. Should we get it here? Nah. And there's this one. That one. Ooh, that one's got seating. That's probably a good idea for me, right? Let's try it. Was that a coffee shop? I think it was a coffee shop. Coffee. No, you're seafood. Curses! But you're coffee. Alright, I'm already here. We're gonna do this coffee spot. This is actually the first coffee stand in Tillamook. I was just chatting with the lady. And apparently it's a Pacific Northwest thing. So in Washington and Oregon, they're all about it. What would you name your coffee shop? This one's called Blue Star. I don't know why. It seems like a weird name, but where do I? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. What would you name yours? Let's start with that, and then I'm gonna go throw this out and we'll get on the road. Back on the road! Alright. It's chilly this morning. Boy howdy.
just as I was admiring the ferocity of the water over here. It's starting to rain on me, so I don't know if I'm quite ready to put on my gear, but that's a pretty big cloud that's in front of us and above us and around us. Well, just chilling here for a second, but that's the cloud that is coming for me. So we'll see if I have to deal with anything too crazy about it. But the nice thing is blue skies right here. But you know, I'm going south, and that's south, and we'll see how it goes. Look at how pretty she is. All right, back on the road. Let's go. Team, as per usual, it was raining, and now I've put on my gear, and I see blue skies again. But what I think is happening is I just keep rolling into this rainstorm over here. So I think in 5 minutes I'm going to be wet again. Greetings. Okay, well, there's that cloud that I was worried about. As you may have seen in the videos, I did get a little wet, but not really. And then now it's beautiful again. So I've just taken off my rain gear, as you can see. Gonna let myself dry off a bit, which will be nice, and keep hitting these roads. Did you notice how beautiful this drive is? Because I did. And now that the roads are all dry, it's gotten better again. Ooh, that is my favorite kind of corner. Just up, round, and in. Boy, howdy. Here and Yahoo! Tunnels are literally the best. That was fun. Let's adjust things and keep moving. What do you think? Because that was just kind of like a cool thing. Wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do, though. So let's get out of here, because quite honestly, they smell terrible. The sand dunes. The dunes of sand. Very cool. Very cool. Well, team, just heading into the sand dunes now. Figured I'd show you some pretty ocean now that it's blue skies again. Doesn't look very blue. Dang, but she is pretty. Found the sand dunes. Let's try sandboarding. What do you think? Let's give it a whirl. Oh, hey there. Didn't see you there. What, this? This is a sandboard. I'm gonna try sandboarding. Should we watch? It's gonna be real bad. It's gonna be real bad. You're gonna watch my first couple attempts, at least from this angle, and then hopefully there's something on the other side of that sand dune that's a lot cooler than just looking at me. I don't know if the mic's gonna work this far. We'll find out, I suppose. Oh, this goes high. Way higher than I thought. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Ah! All right, let's try again. Oh yeah. Whoop! Ah, sandy. Who would have thought? Oh, I'm going switch. No big deal. Okay. Well, that's fun. I think we can get the hang of this. Okay, guys. I know it looked pretty unimpressive, right? There's my bike, right? Is that it? It's somewhere there. But I just wanted to show you that it's actually like a lot bigger than that. So I was just getting my feet wet, you know, before I go into this shenanigans over here. So relax, okay? I know. You were like, you traveled all the way to Oregon to try sandboarding, and you chose a tiny hill. Well, admittedly, these hills aren't much bigger, but there's a hell of a lot more of them. So we're gonna give it a whirl. But look at my sweet little board. We're having fun. Yeah, we're having fun. Well, yeah, it hurts. Hurts. We're gonna try the big bunny hill again, but we're taking the hard way. Maybe we're gonna do a jump or two. We'll see. We'll see. This actually doesn't look too bad. Choose the right line. You might not think I improved, but I think I did great. And you know what? You're only going to see this later, and I'm seeing it now, and judges, 10 out of 10. Great. All right, let's go eat some lunch. Why, hello everyone. Oh, look at that cool water tower. So, just stopped in for some Mexican after the dunes because I needed lunch, and finally got to eat lunch. And so now we just get everything back together. It's again a blue sky. I think it's just gonna be like this all day, like just gonna be off and on. The problem is I'm in a weird zone where it's gonna be pretty close to where I booked my campsite. It's like maybe 2 hours away, but the next campsite after that is so far. It's like another 4 hours away. So it's like, do I risk it for the biscuit? You know? Or do I just not risk it for the not biscuit? Tricky decisions to be made. But whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna get on this here bike, and it's starting to rain now that I've gotten outside for a brief moment. Come on, clouds, you pieces of junk. So I'll put on my rain gear because I don't want to get wet. Well, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is I actually had the foresight to see a couple little drops on my bike and be like, oh, I'll just put on my rain gear, whatever. The bad news is that I need the rain gear, so, you know, that's kind of a negative. Although that being said, like I was saying, this is a shorter ride, so not a big deal. And I was actually thinking about it, and I think the goal should be that I'll do the shorter ride today, get in, somehow tucker myself out and go to sleep, and then just wake up crazy early, like crack of dawn early, and then I just hustle in the morning, because it's supposed to be clear blue skies tomorrow, so just go for it, you know? Hustle tomorrow. Guys, there's a lot of rain. Getting a little soggy. Gotta take off my GoPro. So I'm just gonna keep riding and hopefully get to the spot where we can dry off. Okay guys, hey, how's it going? So, I got wet, real wet. That was a crazy amount of rain. I'm pretty soaked the whole way through, though weirdly my pants aren't so bad. But I'm very thankfully at a campsite with a dryer. So I'm gonna put all my stuff I can in the dryer, things I'm concerned about, obviously. I have a lovely leather jacket that is not very waterable. So I'm not sure what to do with that yet. That's going to be the internet to tell me how to deal with that. All my clothing that I'm wearing is soaked. So first and foremost, I think I'm going to dry off what I can of what I'm wearing. All my camping gear hopefully isn't. I'm actually going to investigate. So first of all, sleeping bag and sleeping quilt are dry. It turns out my bag, which claims that it's waterproof, is waterproof, which is great because I needed it to be waterproof because that's a down sleeping bag and that would have been terrible night's sleep. Things that got wet for sure, the leather jacket, there's no solving that, unfortunately, and it's soaked. So the raincoat isn't rainproof anymore, which makes sense. The pants were way better off because I think the pants are still panting better. All my clothing is drying just in case, just to be warm, really, to be honest. And that's where I'm at. Can you hear it? I hope you can hear it. Next time on Explorations. Hopefully the world dries up a bit more.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at that.
Look where I am. Woo! California! I wish you guys could smell this forest. It's crazy. It smells so good. I can't say that I've ever smelt redwood before.